Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss a question from JEE Advanced 2026 paper 2 from the Biomolecules chapter, and the question is saying the correct statements regarding the sugar is, and we have given the specific rotations for L glucose and L negative glucose and positive fructose, which is minus 52.5 degree and plus 92.5 degree respectively. So if you see, the first statement is saying on treatment with the HNO3, gluconic acid is oxidized to saccharic acid, whereas the glucose is oxidized to saccharic acid. Is not oxidized to saccharic acid. If you see what is saccharic acid, dicarboxylic acid, like this. This is our saccharic acid, and saccharic acid can be formed from both glucose by reacting with HNO3 and gluconic acid. Gluconic acid is monocarboxylic acid, carbohydrate, so if you see here, we can form saccharic acid from both glucose as well as gluconic acid. That's why this statement is wrong, because of this not. So this statement is wrong. And if you talk about the B statement, fructose gives a positive Felling's test because it isomerizes to glucose and another aldohexose in the presence of Felling's reagent. That is also correct, because as we know, Felling's reagent is basic, and in the basic medium glucose, fructose and mannose remains in equilibrium. These remains in equilibrium at the basic medium. That's why these all three shows the positive test with the Felling's test. So this statement is correct. B statement is correct. If you see C statement, in the C statement it is said invert sugar is an equimolar mixture of the D-glucose and D-fructose formed after hydrolysis of the corresponding disaccharides. So this is also correct. D-glucose and D-fructose, when it is an equimolar mixture formed from the inverted sugar by hydrolysis, it is known as the invert sugar when it is an equimolar mixture, and it is formed from the sucrose, hydrolysis of sucrose, which is a type of disaccharide. So this statement is also correct, C statement. And the other statement is D, specific rotation of invert sugar is minus 40. That is wrong, because if you calculate it by minus 52.5 degrees for the L minus glucose and plus 92.5 degree for L positive glucose, these mixture forms the invert sugar, and we have to average it, and when we average it we will get the minus 20 degrees. So it should be minus 20, not the minus 40. That's why this D statement is also wrong. So B and C, both statements are correct. Thank you so much for listening.